Once, an afternoon nap was as natural as a cup of tea. But now, many older adults find that the idea of a short daytime sleep feels like chasing a ghost. You lie down, close your eyes, and minutes later you are staring at the ceiling, wondering what changed. There are good reasons for that change, and they are not your fault. As we age, our internal clock, or circadian rhythm, shifts. The hormone cues that used to make us sleepy in the afternoon become weaker. At the same time, stress hormones like cortisol may stay higher through the day, making the body less willing to relax. Add in medicines, joint discomfort, or noisy neighborhoods, and the simple act of napping becomes complicated. Another factor is sleep pressure, the buildup of need for sleep that increases the longer you are awake. Younger people often accumulate strong sleep pressure by mid-afternoon. Older adults may not. This means that your body may not demand sleep the same way it once did. It does not mean you are failing. It means your body has different needs now. So what if your body resists napping? The first thing to know is that rest is not only measured in closed eyes. Brief periods of calm and low activity can restore energy just as effectively for many seniors. We'll explore alternatives that honor your biology rather than fight it. Before we go further, take a moment. If this video helps you feel understood and hopeful, please like and subscribe to Sleepwise 70+. Your support helps us keep making gentle, practical videos for older adults. Now, let's discover why daytime rest changes with age and what small shifts can bring back peaceful renewal into your afternoons. Why do we feel sleepy during the day, yet can't nap when we try? The answer lies in the way our body's internal clock, our circadian rhythm, changes with age. This internal rhythm tells us when to be alert and when to rest, and it's deeply influenced by light, hormones, and even daily habits. In our younger years, this rhythm followed a steady 24-hour pattern. But for adults over 65, that rhythm tends to shift earlier, meaning your body may start releasing sleep hormones earlier in the evening and taper off earlier in the morning. That's why many older adults wake up before sunrise or struggle to stay asleep past 5 a.m. When this happens, the window for daytime fatigue also changes. Instead of peaking in mid-afternoon, it may occur earlier or later, or sometimes not at all. So if you used to nap at 2 p.m., that same time might no longer align with your natural body clock. Hormones also play a powerful role. Melatonin, the hormone that signals your brain it's time to sleep, naturally decreases with age. At the same time, stress hormones like cortisol stay active longer into the day. The result, your mind may feel tired, but your body doesn't fully relax. For many Florida seniors, sunlight exposure is another key factor. Too much time indoors or reliance on air conditioning can reduce natural light intake, which confuses your circadian rhythm. Without morning sunlight, your brain struggles to reset, leading to fatigue even if you slept well the night before. Medications and underlying health issues can also affect daytime sleepiness. Blood pressure pills, antidepressants, or pain relievers may alter sleep stages, making naps harder to achieve. Chronic pain, sleep apnea, or even mild anxiety can keep the nervous system on alert, preventing restful naps. Interestingly, research from Stanford Sleep Medicine shows that many older adults mistake mental fatigue for sleepiness. In reality, your brain may need stimulation, a walk, a stretch, or a small chat, rather than a nap. Once you move, your alertness returns naturally. The next time you feel drowsy but can't nap, ask yourself, is this my body asking for sleep, or just for rest? Listening to that difference is the key to aging well and sleeping wiser. Let's continue exploring how small lifestyle shifts, from light exposure to gentle routines, can restore your natural rhythm and help you feel refreshed without forcing a nap. Many seniors try to nap the same way they did 20 years ago. Same time, same spot, same expectation. But the body changes, and so must our habits. Let's look at the common nap mistakes that can quietly sabotage your rest. Mistake number 1, napping too long. A short nap, 20 to 30 minutes, refreshes the mind without entering deep sleep. Longer naps, however, can push you into deeper stages, leaving you groggy and more awake at night. Mistake number 2, napping too late. The closer you nap to evening, the more you confuse your body's internal clock. A nap after 3 p.m. can delay your nighttime sleep by hours. Mistake number 3, sleeping in the wrong environment. Too much light, background noise, or even a TV in the room can make your brain stay half alert. Your body may lie down, but your mind never truly rests. Mistake number 4, drinking caffeine too late. A cup of coffee or tea after lunch might seem harmless, but caffeine can linger in the body for 6 to 8 hours, quietly blocking the brain's sleep signals. Mistake number 5, treating a nap as a task. Many older adults lie down thinking, "I must nap now." That pressure backfires. True rest happens when the body feels safe, not forced. In Florida's warm climate, another hidden trap is temperature. When your room is too warm or air-conditioned too cold, your body struggles to settle. The ideal nap zone is between 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. Comfortably cool, with soft light. Understanding these small mistakes can make a big difference. Instead of chasing sleep, you can create the right setting for rest, calm, cool, and pressure-free. Next, let's explore what happens when your body simply says no to naps, and how that might not be a problem at all. Sometimes, no matter how quiet the room is or how heavy your eyelids feel, your body just doesn't want a nap. It's frustrating, you think, "I'm tired, why can't I sleep?" But here's a truth few people talk about. Your body may be asking for rest, not sleep. As we grow older, the brain becomes more sensitive to signals, noise, temperature, light, even emotions. The body stays alert longer, as if trying to protect you. This doesn't mean something's wrong. It means your system is cautious, reading the world around you before allowing deep rest. Many seniors mistake this alertness for insomnia or anxiety, but biologically, your nervous system simply takes longer to unwind. It's like a car engine that used to cool down in 5 minutes, but now needs 10. The key is not to fight it. Forcing yourself to nap can create tension, both in your body and your mind. Instead, shift your goal from sleeping to resting. Find comfort, not pressure. Try this. Sit in a recliner or lie on your bed with eyes closed. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. The 4-7-8 breathing. Let your thoughts come and go. You don't have to achieve rest. Just allow it to happen. You might notice something surprising. Even without falling asleep, your heartbeat slows, muscles loosen, and your mind clears a little. That's rest, quiet, healing enough. For some Florida seniors, even a few minutes of this non-sleep rest in the early afternoon can refresh more than a forced nap. You wake up, or rather, stand up, lighter, calmer, and more centered. So, when your body says no to napping, listen. It might be saying yes to a gentler kind of rest. Next, we'll hear from Grandpa Joe, a Florida senior who discovered this truth the hard way and changed his afternoons forever. Joe is 72 and lives in Sarasota, Florida, a small coastal town where the afternoons are quiet, humid, and slow. For most of his life, Joe was a napper. Every day after lunch, he'd rest on the same couch, just 15 minutes, and he was ready for the rest of the day. But after retirement, things changed. He'd lie down, close his eyes, and nothing. The more he tried to nap, the more restless he became. He started checking the clock, sighing, and finally giving up. It frustrated him. "I can't even do this right anymore." Joe's wife, Linda, noticed. One day she said, "You don't need to sleep, honey. Just rest." She turned on soft jazz music and opened the curtains slightly to let light in. Joe sat up, crossed his legs, and listened. For the first time in months, Joe didn't feel pressured to nap. He wasn't chasing sleep. He was simply being still. 10 minutes later, something changed. His shoulders dropped, breathing slowed, and his body felt light again. That evening, Joe told Linda, "You know, I didn't nap today, but I feel like I did. She smiled. That's because you actually rested. The next day, Joe tried again, but this time, he made it a ritual. After lunch, he'd sit by the window, turn on gentle music, sip water, and breathe slowly. No phone, no clock, just peace. Within a week, Joe noticed something remarkable. His nights improved. He fell asleep faster and woke up fewer times. His afternoons felt calmer, even without naps. I stopped fighting my body, Joe said. I listen to it now. Sometimes it wants quiet, not sleep. And that's okay. For Joe, rest no longer meant closing his eyes. It meant giving himself permission to pause. That shift, from chasing sleep to welcoming rest, changed everything. Next, we'll explore what those alternatives to napping look like, and how you can bring them into your daily life. Not every kind of rest involves sleep. In fact, some of the most powerful forms of recovery happen when you stay awake, but quiet the body and mind. Here are gentle, practical ways to rest when naps don't come easily. 1. Quiet sitting. Stillness without effort. Sit comfortably in a chair or recliner. Close your eyes if you wish, but don't force them shut. Focus on breathing gently. You're not trying to fall asleep, just letting the body slow down. Even 5 minutes can make a difference. 2. Gentle music or nature sounds. Play soft jazz, ocean waves, or birdsong. These sounds help your heart rate slow and your thoughts drift. For many Florida seniors, a few minutes of beach sounds can feel like a short mental vacation. 3. The 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. This technique triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's calm mode. It's simple but powerful, especially when done after lunch. 4. Light stretching. Slow shoulder rolls, neck circles, or gentle hand movements can release tension stored from the morning. Movement helps blood flow without straining the heart. 5. Visual rest, soft focus. Try gazing at something calm, a plant, a candle flame, or the ocean horizon. This soft focus lets the mind drift naturally. You're not thinking, you're simply seeing. 6. Gratitude moments. Take 2 minutes to think of 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your nervous system from tension to peace, and often brings quiet joy that mimics post-nap calm. None of these require effort, just intention. You don't need to succeed at resting. You only need to allow it. Rest is not a skill to master. It's a kindness you offer yourself. Over time, these micro-rests retrain your body to relax again. And interestingly, many people who practice them find that naps eventually return naturally. No struggle, no forcing. Next, let's see how light and movement can also become powerful tools to restore balance and energy in your afternoons. When we think about rest, we often picture stillness, lying down, closing our eyes, doing nothing. But sometimes, what your body really needs is gentle motion and the right kind of light. These 2 elements, light and movement, are like natural medicine for your sleep rhythm. Morning light sets your clock. When sunlight hits your eyes early in the day, it sends a clear signal to your brain. It's daytime. This helps your body release alertness hormones in the morning and sleep hormones later at night. Many Florida seniors spend mornings indoors, reading, cooking, or watching TV, and miss this vital reset. Just 15 minutes of natural light on your face, even under the porch, can strengthen your internal rhythm. Movement keeps your rhythm alive. Gentle physical activity tells your body, I'm awake, I'm alive. This doesn't have to mean exercise. A slow walk, watering plants, or stretching in the kitchen all count. Movement fuels oxygen, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces stiffness that builds from long sitting. For Joe, our friend from Sarasota, this became part of his resting routine. After his quiet afternoon moments, he would stand, stretch, and walk slowly around the yard. It's like reminding my body what time it is, he laughed. Avoid bright screens late in the day. Your eyes can't tell the difference between sunlight and blue light from devices. Watching TV or scrolling your phone at night tricks your brain into thinking it's still day. delaying sleep hormones like melatonin. Try this balance: sunlight early, dim light late. Let your bedroom lighting follow the sunset. Soft lamps or warm bulbs help your brain wind down naturally. Gentle stretching before bed also releases stored energy. A few shoulder rolls or slow ankle circles can lower tension and signal safety to your nervous system. 2 key ingredients for deep sleep. If you can't nap, replace that time with a light and move break. Step outside, breathe in real air, look at the sky. Even a small act like touching sunlight for a minute can reset your mood. Remember, your body clock isn't broken. It just needs gentle reminders. The sun and your steps are your best natural tools for energy and peace. Next, we'll talk about how to rest without feeling guilty, and why giving yourself permission to pause is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Many seniors struggle not just with sleep itself, but with the feeling of resting. There's a quiet guilt that whispers, "You should be doing something," even when the body is clearly tired. It's a message many of us learned long ago, that productivity equals worth, and slowing down means weakness. But rest is not laziness, it's medicine. Think about your heart. It beats 100,000 times a day, every day, for decades. Even your heart takes micro-rests between beats. If your own heart understands the rhythm of rest, shouldn't you? Rest allows the mind to organize thoughts, the body to heal, and the emotions to reset. It's not a pause in life, it's what makes life possible. Many Florida seniors say they feel guilty for doing nothing, even for a few minutes. But doing nothing is not truly nothing. It's allowing life to breathe through you again. When Joe, from our earlier story, stopped forcing naps and started simply resting, something shifted inside him. He said, "For the first time, I felt free to do nothing, and it felt peaceful." You see, rest without guilt is an act of trust. Trust in your body, your pace, and your right to slow down. If you catch yourself feeling guilty for resting, try saying this softly: "I am allowed to rest. My body deserves care." Repeat it until it feels true. Words are powerful medicine. The more you practice resting without guilt, the easier sleep will come, because rest and sleep are sisters. You cannot have one without the other. So next time you feel restless, remember this: you don't need to earn your rest. You already deserve it. In the final part, we'll bring everything together and remind you why peaceful rest is your birthright at any age. You've made it this far, and that means you truly care about your well-being. Maybe you can't nap like you used to, or maybe your body no longer follows the same rhythm. But that doesn't mean your rest is gone. It simply means you're entering a new, gentler rhythm, one that honors who you are today. Rest looks different at 70 than it did at 30, but its purpose hasn't changed: to give your heart, mind, and spirit a chance to breathe. You've learned that rest doesn't always mean sleep, that a nap isn't the only path to peace. Sometimes peace arrives through a quiet breath, a slow walk, or even a moment of stillness with your eyes open. Your body has carried you through decades, storms, joys, long nights, early mornings. It deserves kindness now. Rest isn't selfish, it's self-respect. For many seniors across America, especially here in Florida, learning to rest again has brought back laughter, energy, and a quiet joy they thought was gone. So tonight, when you sit down, take one soft breath and tell yourself, "I'm allowed to rest." Because you are. You always have been. If this video spoke to your heart, please take a moment to like it and subscribe to Sleepwise 70+. Every week, we bring simple, science-backed, and heart-centered tips to help seniors, especially those in Florida, sleep, rest, and live with more peace. Because at Sleepwise 70+, we believe that no matter your age, rest is your right.